the big dog Roman Reigns will be taking on Rusev in a U.S. title match, a rematch that Rusev has invoked, and Roman Reigns is more than willing to accommodate. I think that this match is going to be this is the match that I feel is most fitting of being contained inside of a cell, because I think that this is two just brutal barbarians going at it inside a confined area, and I don't expect to see high flying. I don't expect to see anything daredevil-ish of any kind. I expect to see a lot of groundwork. I expect to see a lot of faces raked on cages, and potentially some of the red stuff. I can see this getting quite physical, quite out of hand, quite quickly. What are your thoughts going into Roman Reigns versus Rusev? And what's a little bit of the background leading up to this?
Well, I think, like you said, I think that's another prediction to make, too. We could put not money on it, but I think that's another good prediction to make. Which match do you think will produce blood? If any. And I think if any match is we're going to see a crimson mask, as Jim Ross would say, or Gordon Solie, I believe, it would be this match between Roman Reigns and Rusev. But, yeah, I mean, to provide some background, I mean, these two have had one heck of a feud over the past number of months, even dating back before SummerSlam. And this is late October, and it's been 2-3 months now. Their matches, every single encounter they've had has all been very, very physical. Roman Reigns has more often than not gotten the better of Rusev, took the championship from him at Clash of Champions, thus making Rusev that much more motivated, that much more focused. So come Sunday, could we see a different Rusev inside the cell? He has never before stepped inside the cell. Roman Reigns has. He beat Bray Wyatt, of all people, inside Satan's structure last year. So he has that experience factor as well. That being said, I think this feud, does it deserve to be blown off inside the cell? I think of every other feud on Raw right now, maybe. I mean, I think it's a match. I'm a little bit more excited for the other two matches over this one, but I think it's going to be a great opening match on Sunday. I think Boston could really go for this match in the opening slot.
Okay, you bring up a fantastic point, something that I have been thinking for a couple of years even, that Roman Reigns should always be your opening act. He should be your opening guy. He should be the most reliable guy, especially on the Raw brand. If Dean Ambrose is your workhorse of reliability on SmackDown, then Roman Reigns is your workhorse of reliability on Raw. He could kick off every single show, come out, not even say more than 10 words, and jump right into a fight. And I feel like that is Roman Reigns' strength, not only as a persona in the WWE, but as an athlete and as a competitor. Nothing lays it out on the line for fans more than I kick off your show and I put in the work. I'm here first, I'm here ready, I'm here fighting, and I'm here as a champion. And I will continue coming in early, first, and as a champion, no matter what belt I have, no matter what I'm doing, and I will prove to you that the opening slot can be just as much of a main event as your closing spot, and the bookends speak for itself. You put me anywhere at that point, and the main event follows me. And this is where Roman Reigns can cut his teeth. And if they continue to put him in the opening segments like they have done on very frequent occasion, then you start building this legend of a person that is your perennial rock, your foundation to what is to come, sets the tone, energy, physicality, heat, feuds, all of it boiling into one thing. If this kicks off the show, I'll be psyched. Other than, and we can jump into this right now, right after we get our predictions here, who wins? Do we see a retain from Roman Reigns, or do we see Rusev get the belt back and see this kind of back and forth continue?
I think the cell should be just that. I think the Hell in the Cell should really be the culmination of this ruthless rivalry of sorts, and I think Roman Reigns takes the win, moves on to other opponents, and Rusev could very well move on to the Universal picture, as we pitched a couple weeks ago.
That would be where my thoughts lie as well. I believe Rusev is not doing this to necessarily regain the U.S. title. I think he is doing this to hurt Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns is, I want to say, just a little bit better than that. And I don't think that he's going to let that really affect him much at all. So I expect Roman Reigns to retain. And my hope and dream is that they kick off the show proper.